Welcome back, folks, as we are here for Friday Fortnite 2019, week number 8, and we are already off to an explosive start, so much so they're already hopping in some Max Brute has already got a spotlight on him as Dubs and Assault have walked away with 9 eliminations. We're barely in this game, and on the other end, just on their heels are the FaZe boys as they are at 7 elims by themselves, and Dubs is having a fantastic time. A lovely game that we've got on board, a number of different stories.
Earlier rotation, you have to imagine that they've at least spotted a couple people here. Mega Mall treats you a little better when you come here kitted up instead of at the very beginning.
That is a fact, right? Going at the very beginning, you never know who you're going to run into, but coming in kitted up gives you a better opportunity and maybe even a smaller pool of players you play against, maybe not the sweatiest of the kind. That's going to be 2 elims going to the hands of Assault. He's now sitting at 4 total. You got to be thinking there's another player coming through, and I think, yeah, he's actually stuck in there.
Ow, 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 my head. I got a concussion just watching that.
That is a new meta, ladies and gentlemen.
Is what code can you use right now to get 30% off the SmileMoreStore.com products? What code have we been talking about? What code have we been advertising? Feel free to let us know. As who knows? It may be on screen. I don't know.
Is that the answer?
It doesn't. I have no idea. I mean, we totally didn't just give you that one. We didn't give you a freebie. We didn't make you have to do a whole lot of research. But regardless,
the code
though,
use?
What's that?
Is the code use? Is that what the answer is?
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
It's definitely
Might
not.
be some lag shenanigans
100%.
right there. Man was moonwalking and does get another here. And what a spot to be split to in the storm. But when you come in with 200 health, you can feel a little.
It's great to be alive, and it's great to be taking away yours, as it's going to be 7 already. He's about to add a few more once these eliminations start to come in. But like we said, this is a man on fire. This is a man all by himself.
This has been a 1-on-6. Seemingly at least 1-on-4.
But that, I mean, a lot of those players coming off the revive may not have the best of inventory, too, so that's something to take into account. Now, Dubs understands, hey, there's a little bit too many players over here. He comes in for the attack. But Funk is already on top of it, right? He comes weapon to take this guy out. Maybe even some fall damage, luckily, though. Able to get
the storm! The storm!
Is going to be, he's got to get this finished before the storm.
How about that weapon? How about that type of weapon? Mother Nature comes through and silences Assault for now. Just a little bit of that excess padding. Decides to go and enter in toward the parking spot with the other hoverboards that happen to be there. And Casual Mech, which happens to make its presence felt. That's a minigun. Regardless, though, Dubs does not care. He'll take down what is going to be his 9th and his...
This might be all she wrote, but I've got to tell you, a great fight underway, and he continues to go back. But really, this fight is going to last as long as the fall damage is going to take, and he goes down now. Funk and Nate Hill have the remainder of the 4 players, now 3 on the map.
You have to imagine they're going to sweep these up. And if there's one thing that's you could maybe
finals, Funk and Nate Hill literally never slow down. And has any of them dropped at least this match? I don't think so.
That's always the question.
That is always the question.
It's scary. That's a question, though. Like the fact that that is actually something that we have to really wrap our brains around is crazy to think about. And that's 12 for Funkbomb, 13 for Nate Hill. Give me a break. Give me a break in terms of consistency, in terms of how many eliminations they're walking away with in the grand finals.
Elim, without getting tagged up, all it takes is one shot from any weapon to take this guy out. Maybe even some fall damage, luckily, though. Able to get
the storm! The storm!
Is going to be, he's got to get this finished before the storm.
How about that weapon? How about that type of weapon? Mother Nature comes through and silences Assault for now, as that is going to be a huge loss considering that excess padding. Decides to go and enter in toward the parking spot with the other hoverboards that happen to be there. And Casual Mech, which happens to make its presence felt. That's a minigun. Regardless, though, Dubs does not care. He'll take down what is going to be his 9th and his 10th.
Everybody to tell you, a great fight underway, and he continues to go back. But really, this fight is going to last as long as the fall damage is going to take, and he goes down now. Funk and Nate Hill have the remainder of the 4 players, now 3 on the map. Has any of them dropped at least this match? I don't think so.
That's always the question.
That is always the question.
It's scary. That's a question, though. Like the fact that that is actually something that we have to really wrap our brains around is crazy to think about. And that's 12 for Funkbomb, 13 for Nate Hill. Give me a break. Give me a break in terms of consistency. In terms,
they're going to be over on the outer edge. They're heading in towards Pleasant and Landon. We have seen so many tournament lives end at this location.
Yeah.
Will it be the same here? It was working, though. Go all the way back. Assault called that a little bit earlier. Oh, my gosh. A mech just landed right next to him. Are you kidding me? They might make it out of Pleasant very easily. All they have to do is get inside that mech. Wow.
I love that. I love the call.
Can't beat him.
In a world. Not a problem for him as they are rolling right now and looking so good while doing it. As that's going to be 3 finalized for Nate Funkbomb as well. Also cleaning up another as Salty Springs continues to be the location of choice, like we talked about for Dubs and a Sing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that Brute is nice, don't get me wrong, but that is probably the most unfortunate place to take the Brute, but it is the natural rotation.
Natural rotation.
For 1, 7 for the other. So that's 2 of the 8 that have already been made up, but you have to imagine an engagement currently on the way. And
nice.
Yes.
Nice. Beautiful stuff, taking out that wall with the heavy snipe and then coming through and getting an elim. Funk as well was able to get one himself.
So that 2-point gap already gone.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, they just continued to heat up. But Salty, although it's been very fruitful, Dubs continues to find engagements in Tilted Town. And on top of that, too, you also have Assault, who has rotated around. He's got the rift, but watch out. He's running away. Dubs goes down. And now you got to be thinking, Assault, does he rotate back? You can't build in that situation, obviously. No building, no breaking. We see it every single time you go into that location. But now do you go for the revive? That's the question you have to be asking yourself.
Yep, that's the question on his mind. Is it worth it? Do I have time? That call, Dubs saying, you go tilted, you take down both these teams, you could win. You have the capability, but look at this. Who's venturing in here as well?
Was someone else in that Discord call? I'm beginning to wonder.
Of course, it is Nate Hill and Funkbomb also throwing their hat in the ring every single time a team wants to make a call. Who is there for the counter? It is these boys, but look at this.
Oh, he's getting laser.
Assault, he's making some damage happen, but look at that. I think it was Funkbomb who came in with the missile, solidified one, as that is going to ruin the party. What a play. Nate Hill and Funkbomb off the top rope. He's still finding elims, but to no avail.
Go for the attack, and Assault's already going to be there, and he's got to go quickly. I noticed Dubs and Assault managed to pick up a couple of more. Assault gets yet another one, and now we're starting to get close to that tie range. It was only 32-29. They keep this up. They very well could force a bracket reset. Still plenty of...
To a race of kills, 32-32. You see Dubs and Assault, they've closed the gap. And right now for Funkbomb, he's losing some health, and thankfully he finds a big pot, the only shield that he has.
Slowly regaining health, but luckily 2 players run into him. Don't let him. He's got to block the launch pad, and he does just that. And it's going to be a great opportunity as they get distracted by a campfire, but unfortunately the roof gets distracted.
Nate has the sniper. Funkbomb, of course, up close has been an absolute menace, and here come the fights. They're ready to engage, and they do have the advantage right now. One cut off guard, and of course the sniper lands, as it has every single week. You notice a mech is just off toward the left, and that is a perfect ending toward what will be this week. Who can grab the advantage as Funkbomb ends up getting taken down with the shotgun. This is their opportunity. If you're Assault and Dubs, this is when you capitalize. Time in the grand finals. He's trying to play this one carefully, decides to back out, may try to go for the res, as you mentioned, Taylor. 1 HP, and he finds one. Can he find the second? As we come down to the wire, it's going to be a race.
Dubs is on the second one currently. I know there was a player just below him. Nate Hill does spot him. Dubs does as well. If Nate Hill can get this snipe, he can all but practically solidify it. Player down below, Dubs is going to get knocked.
What?
Nate Hill's last alive.
Dubs didn't know it. Dubs didn't know that someone was just on the flank. So Nate Hill finds the first. Don't tell me. He's about to do this one as well. Sniper bullet with him, and here we go. This should be just about it.
Goes for the underneath, trying to take it over Landon. He's trying to just damage the walls and find his in. And this is the opportunity, and he gets it, Landon. And that's going to be it. Nate Hill, as well as Funkbomb, come through and take it. Another victory, another week.
Yeah, I want to see the scoreboards just to double check, but you'd like to imagine that they have got to be our champions.
I mean, that is just superb. I mean, you talk about Nate Hill and Funk over there once again for third, and then fourth time for Nate Hill. And you said in a row?
It's Nate Hill's 4th grand final.
It's
he
insane.
and Funkbomb together, their third straight grand final.
I mean, that is honestly,
and their 3rd championship.
Honestly insane. First off,